October was a pretty eventful month. There were ups and downs. There were late night adventures. Overall, it was pretty great. I went to my very first Oktoberfest with 4 of my really close friends. That night was pretty great. I got there and I didn't really know what to expect. It was in this huge tent and there was all these people and people were drinking beer, carrying around like these giant cups of beer, and it's like a German themed festival and everyone was dressed up. We got some drinks, we danced on stage, took lots of pictures. I vlogged if you want to see the whole vlog from that day. After I had a few beers, me and my friend Julie went outside and we sat on the ground and we held hands and we had a heart-to-heart conversation, and I just remember thinking in that moment, wow, this is a friendship bonding moment. We're sitting here at this festival and people are walking around us. We got this giant plate of fries. I guess they were German fries, and we shared them and they were so good. And then we went to an after party because there was a party after the party, and there was a dance floor and there was music, and I remember I danced with my friends like I really danced. That was my first time ever doing that. Wish I could have gotten that on camera, but you can't dance and film at the same time. So Oktoberfest was fun. Another thing I did in October was watch Stranger Things. I know what you're thinking, what took you so long? I don't know what took me so long, but like by episode 3 I was hooked and I understood why everyone's obsessed with this show and loves the show, and now I follow the whole cast on Instagram. Oh my gosh, the kids are awesome. They're gonna have great acting careers and the writing is great, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it is as awesome as everybody says. Yeah, so Stranger Things happened. I also started watching Jessica Jones. I started watching Jessica Jones because Kristen Ritter is one of my favorite actresses, so I just really like watching her work. Another thing I did in October, I went to my first like really big house party. It was at my friend John's house and he has a lot of friends. It was a Halloween party. Since I'm uploading this after I made my video about how my social anxiety is pretty much gone, I immediately walked in and wasn't nervous and like started talking to people, and I joined a game to kind of like join things, you know, because joining a game is easier than just like trying to join a conversation like when you first show up to a party. But after that, I met a lot of different people and had a bunch of different conversations like throughout the night, and yeah, like I had some long conversations. I met this guy that was dressed up as the curly-haired kid from Stranger Things, and I had a super long conversation with this other guy about Star Wars, and then a third guy joined us who looked like someone out of the 80s with like some long skater boy hair and like a baseball cap, and we had this debate about Star Wars and the prequel. Oh my gosh, it lasted so long, but I feel like I actually got a lot out of that. Like, I have a whole bunch of new ideas about the prequels now. I just love Star Wars conversations in general. I'm always down to talk about Star Wars. I had a few celebrity sightings in October. I was in Studio City, about to cross the street, and I see a guy across the street about to walk towards me, and I do a double take because it looks like the actor that plays Huck in Scandal. I love Scandal, and I love Huck. I feel like his name is Guillermo. Anyway, it was totally him. I did a double take. I stared for a little too long, and so he noticed me staring and he smiled. The actor that plays Huck smiled at me, and we crossed the street and passed each other, and I just couldn't even believe it. Sometimes when I've seen a few celebrities since moving to LA, and sometimes it's like total like I get starstruck, and sometimes it's just like, oh, whatever. Next case was, I was at Barnes & Noble and I walked into the kids section and I saw the lead singer of We the Kings. I also love We the Kings. I've loved them since middle school. They're one of my favorite bands. And I think the lead singer's name is Travis Clark, right? Yeah, I looked over and I saw him and he was talking to one of the employees, like asking about a book or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Travis Clark. For some reason with him it wasn't like total, like I didn't get totally starstruck. I was just like, okay, that's Travis Clark. I've actually been using the word shy a little more lately as opposed to social anxiety, which I used to hate that word and never use it, but I'm using it in this case. I was too shy to say hello to him, which is fine. The funny thing is, I was at the Grove, which is a really popular mall in LA, and I saw him in the kids section. And later on I saw him like near the cash register, and he had like this posse of guys with tattoos on, and it was just like all these guys and then this cute little toddler girl, and it was kind of funny, and he was pushing a stroller and everything. And then I went like out to charge my phone, and they passed me again. And then like I walked somewhere else and I passed them again, and it was just so weird. I felt like I should have said hi, having all those chances, but I was too scared. Another thing I did in October was film a short film. I played a supporting role. The short film is called Girls on Drugs, and they have an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and I will link those all below. I got to work with a very talented and visionary director, Kiki Finley. I also got to do a photo shoot for that project, which was fun. That was like one of my first photo shoots. I had a girls' night with 3 of my closest girlfriends, and then we met up with their roommates and my friends at a pool hall. And I'd never been to a pool hall. Another first. My friends have started appearing in my vlogs more often because I figured I'd ask them if they want to be a part of my vlogs, and they said yes, so I've been including them in my vlogs more. Another thing I did in October, I had a me date, or a me day, at Barnes & Noble because it's one of my favorite places, and I realized I hadn't been there in a very long time. So I went, I got some coffee, I did that, and then I found this really cool book by chance called Young Hollywood. And it's basically this photographer photographed all these young actresses, and there's like a 1-page interview on each page next to their photo, and it was the most inspirational thing. I love stuff like that. I just love reading interviews with actresses and like people in the industry. And it wasn't just actresses, it was females in the industry. So it was female producers, writers, makeup artists. So I sat and I read that. I did not buy it. I sat and I read it. Barnes & Noble doesn't seem to mind if you do that. I don't think. Anyway, then I tried to find a book to buy, and I'm really picky with books, and it takes me forever. I didn't end up buying anything. Tomorrow is the last day of October. I'd say October was a pretty good month. So last night was Saturday, the big party day, since Halloween's kind of on a Monday. And I went to my friend's Halloween party. It was a bunch of our close friends in the beginning, and then later on in the night another group came, and then another group came. So it was a pretty big party. I'm excited for November because it's my birthday, it's Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays, plus a lot of other things are gonna happen that I don't even know about yet, because that's life. Happens as it happens. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little October recap video, and I will see you in my next one. I am going to try to upload videos more consistently to this channel, but I have been uploading more daily vlogs lately. So if you want to see my face more often, subscribe to my daily vlog channel. Okay, bye!